Yeah, obviously, it's like a revenge game. Us at home, we got to defend the home court. I mean, that loss that we had in Allen was big. Obviously, we think we could have won that game. We just had a lot of bad turnovers, 21 turnovers that game. So I think our mindset just be more strong with the ball, continue to play defense, and then just protect home court.
The regular season. Go ahead.
Is it nice after a game like that you get to play him again?
Oh, for sure, definitely. I think now we really. I mean, obviously we were going into that game with a mindset that was like get the win, but this one, like, we definitely want it. We're gonna wake up, and I just know the whole team's gonna be ready to play.
With the regular season about to conclude, can you just talk about getting a win like this, how important it would be for the team?
Yeah, I think especially for the Big 12 tournament too. We want to be like top three for sure. Get those 2 byes in the games, and then for the March Madness, it'll help our seeding too. So obviously we want to get this win because it determines a lot how we'll be seeded going forward. Win out. We definitely win this game. If we win this game, I believe we'll be 3rd, and if we lose, I believe it will drop down to like 8th. So this is a huge game for us.
Talking about revenge, how sweet was the other night? Getting to beat.
It was real good, especially like you just said, it was at their place. So I think that's a rivalry game. We played really good defensively, so we're just going to try to carry that over. But that win, that was really nice just to get it. And then for me, I'm from Dallas, so I was kind of back at home.
Did you know before these 2 games that was a rivalry?
Going into the last game, I knew that's when I first found out, but I didn't know it before.
All right. Thank you, Jacob.
No problem. Appreciate you.
It was a tough loss, so it's definitely nice playing them at the crib, and hopefully you're gonna get the win.
Really good bigs in this league, but you, like Hunter Dickinson, you have held your own against them in most games. Get up for a game and a matchup like that.
He's obviously All-American. Just playing against a guy like this who's like a great player, all-around player, is definitely a challenge for me, and I love challenge, so I'm excited to play against him tomorrow.
So many of y'all's games have gone down to the wire. Do you feel tomorrow another case of that, and how are you going to look to at home?
It's not our goal to make it end up like that, but we're just trying to fix it, and hopefully tomorrow we're going to get a W and then do everything the right way in defense and in offense.
How big was it for you to kind of bounce back after the Houston reduction? And how big was that to do what you did the other day against TCU?
It was a big one. It's all about confidence in general, and I know how to step up straight after missing the free throw. I came back the same day, shoot a lot. Day after, same thing, and just something I keep working on. And I'm excited to get another one tomorrow.
I feel like you guys have hit kind of a good stride. You feel like you are still kind of not peaking yet, but kind of getting to a good point.
With the Big 12, you never know. But I feel like as a team, we're playing better together. We just have to fix some mistakes from on the turnover area. But if we fix this time mistake in defense, turnovers, and also maximize all the possession, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot.
What made that defense so effective the other night against TCU? It really kind of frustrated them.
To be honest, I just feel like as a team, we just come to be ready and play defense and pressure the ball and talk more in defense. That definitely help us.
Different practice schedule this week, playing on Monday, a couple of days off, then go back. Is that nice to get that break in there because you don't get that very often?
Yeah, it was pretty insane. He didn't have 2 days off in a long time, so it's nice. We have some fresh bodies getting ready to go tomorrow and against Texas on Monday.
Anything else? All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, great opportunities, and these are the kind of games that get you ready for. Actually, every Big 12 game gets you ready for postseason. But Texas, Kansas, we've had great games in the past, and both of them beat us earlier, so we get a chance to see how much we've improved and see what adjustments we can make to put ourselves in a better situation.
How much better do you think you played than you were? Either one of those games.
Whatever you think, it can change real quick, as we know. From one half to another, one half you don't look very good. Next half you look like top 5 team in the country. So I think we are more consistent, and we've improved in several areas. Our defense. Man and zone gives us 2 options, and both have gotten better. I think our players have gotten used to the physicality of the Big 12 and the rigors of it. Our turnovers, some games were elite, and other games we catch a turnover bug. So hopefully we're through with that for the rest of the year, because this team, a lot of games, has been elite taking care of the basketball. So we are better. We're more experienced. But again, things change in the course of a game, and that's what makes basketball, that momentum. It's something you can't really measure, but you know if you got it or you don't.
One of those games, obviously, that you did have the turnover bug was Kansas.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even at the time, I mean, you felt like that was a little bit of an anomaly. You feel like, going into this one will be a lot better?
Well, you hope so. I mean, you always watch film and you're like, okay, could we have corrected this? Could we have corrected this? What went wrong there? And their defense was very good, but I mean, we made some mistakes that we call self-inflicted wounds, things that we could control. So hopefully we're better, and we'll find out tomorrow.
How about, I'm doing a story with Jaylen and his impact going into senior day and all that. I mean, you've talked about it before, but obviously kind of the voice of experience on this newcomer late. Right? Yeah,
with Jaylen, he's one of his best qualities is he's a great teammate, and he just fits in, and everybody always likes him, and he doesn't really step out of his lane. He doesn't try to ever do too much, and part of what's made us better in the last few weeks has been his aggressiveness, and he is the only one returning starter that wore a Baylor uniform last year, and we need him to at times be more aggressive, more dominant, more I won't say selfish, but make more plays because he's capable. But at the same time, one of his biggest strengths is just fitting in and not forcing things. So it's that fine line. I think he's done a great job of reading and getting better at that, because he is such a low turnover guy, and when he does shoot it, he's really efficient, and I think he feels he knows that he has the confidence of the coaching staff and the players, and he wants to please people because he's a pleaser, and I think I mean, TCU alone, that was one of his better games as far as start to finish, and really consistent against a really good player, Emmanuel Miller.
Makes him so good in that zone of like anticipating and getting steals.
He does have a good feel. He's got a good length and anticipation, and those tend to lead to steal opportunities.
Related to that, what made that zone so effective the other night? Y'all went through that stretch where there were a lot of teams shooting really well against y'all. What's been the difference in the zone?
Actually, there's a analytics shot tracker or something, and there was a period where teams made a lot of tough shots against us. Like, because according to that, our defense was a lot better than what the percentages gave, and that's what's tough sometimes. I mean, I just got done watching the BYU Kansas game, and Kansas had some great looks down the stretch and missed, and BYU made some really tough shots down the stretch. So was it BYU and Kansas's defense, or was it just the ball went in and versus doesn't go in? And some nights it doesn't. TCU had some shots that they missed that they probably normally make, and our defense did a good job in not letting them get in a rhythm. So it's usually both ends.
Are you okay when guys have a little? Apparently chanted roadkill? Okay with that?
I tend to be more just focused on the play on the court and
Pretty good.
yeah, and that's so. Jacoby, one thing about him is he's a really good young man, and I think anyone that knows him knows that he's a fun-loving person, and that's why I think basketball players across the country like him so much. I mean, he's not a dirty player, and people respect him because he's a fun-loving guy and he's respectful for all the other guys he plays with or competes against.
I think Eve and Josh will be better equipped to try to handle Hunter Dickinson this time around. I haven't seen him once.
Yeah, definitely. You think the longer the season goes, both of those guys gain a lot of experience that should be helpful for them. At the same time, I mean, they could play great, and Hunter's a walking double-double. So, I mean, great players, you're not stopping. You're just hoping to make things tough on them.
What about quick turnaround? What about Texas? Have you seen much changes in them lately, other than playing a little football at times?
So I'm one of those coaches that never look at the next opponent. I'm not smart enough to put two. So it's straight, and then once that game's over, it's the next opponent. Now, some of our assistant coaches that have different scouts could tell you a lot more, but I never do that. Even in the Big 12 tournament, NCAA tournament, it's always one game at a time.